You know, every leader out there faces the same puzzle, right? You've got a team of absolute rock stars, but how do you get them to perform like a championship-winning band? It's not just about individual talent, it's about catalyzing collective performance. So, let's start with something we can all agree on. Your organization is packed with talent. I mean, you've hired smart, driven people. They're the very foundation of your success. We're not starting from scratch here, we're starting with brilliance. And wow, the results speak for themselves, don't they? These top performers are the engine of your success. They're driving productivity, they're boosting revenue, and they're fueling that kind of fast-paced growth that gets everybody's attention. Individually, they are your greatest asset. But here's where it gets a little tricky. Here's the paradox. Having a team of brilliant individuals doesn't automatically mean you have a brilliant team. And this brings us to a really critical challenge that so many of us face, the collaboration gap.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Is a team of stars automatically a star team? We all kind of know the answer to that, don't we? It's a hard no. There is a huge, huge difference between a collection of high achievers and a high-achieving collective.
And this, right here, gets to the absolute core of the issue. The research points this out perfectly. The challenge isn't finding the talent. The real challenge is balancing that powerful individual drive to perform with genuine, deep collaboration. That's the sweet spot. That's where you create something where the whole is so much greater than the sum of its parts. And that is the gap we're talking about. It's that chasm between just having a roster full of all-stars and actually having a team that wins championships together. And closing this gap, well, that's pretty much the #1 job of any modern leader. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we build that bridge from me to we? Well, the answer lies in a really powerful and intentional tool, forging what we're calling team pacts. So what in the world is a team pact? Honestly, just think of it as your team's constitution. It's a clear, agreed-upon framework that goes way beyond what you're trying to achieve, and it gets into the how you're all going to work together to get there. And building this pact, well, it really boils down to 3 core actions. First, you have to consciously channel all that individual talent towards the team's goals. You're not trying to suppress it. Second, you make active collaboration just a non-negotiable part of the culture. And third, you solidify those shared goals so that everybody, and I mean everybody, has absolute clarity on what winning really looks like for the team.
But here's the thing, and this is so crucial. A pact on a piece of paper is totally worthless. The real magic isn't in some document. It's the personal shift that has to happen inside every single person on that team.
Just take a look at this comparison. On the left, you have that traditional individual performer, right? They're focused on my success, my goals. Their approach is basically to compete and to excel. But then, look at the right side, the collective performer. They operate totally differently. Their focus shifts to our success, our goals. Their approach isn't to compete, it's to collaborate and to elevate everyone around them. It's a massive move from personal victory to a shared victory.
And this really brings us to the ultimate takeaway here. You can assemble a group of talented people, sure, but that doesn't make them a team. Great teams, the ones that really make history, they are intentionally built, piece by piece, through a shared purpose, through agreed-upon behaviors, and a truly collective mindset.
So, I'll leave you with this question to carry with you. What is the one single change? It could be in your own mindset, or in your very next meeting, or even just in a conversation. What's one thing you can do today to start bridging that gap and truly catalyze your team's collective power?